Okay, I understand why the Kei Nishikori Wilson Ultra Tour 95. I understand why he likes playing with that racket, and this is just going to be a quick overview of the racket and why I like it. Am I going to switch? I don't know. Stay tuned for more. What's going on? This is Tony here from Always Causes on a Racket. This is a quick overview of the Wilson Ultra Tour 95 countervail. This is the version 4, and this is only sold in Japan. So luckily I had my girlfriend's mom, my auntie, who was able to, she travels to Japan, so she was able to get the racket for me, which is amazing. Can't be any more thankful for her. So I got to hit with it for a while, and I've been testing it out with the Toroline K Pop, which is Toroline Caviar and Wasabi hybrid. So just a quick overview of the specs. The head size is 95 square inches. The weight is 309 grams unstrung. The length is 27.25, and it's a string pattern of 16 by 20. And I think the stiffness is 69. But that is, I don't think there have been any changes between this and the version 2, which used to be sold here in the US. So if anyone knows, the actual differences, please feel free to comment below or shoot me a message. I'd be interested to know if this is more than just a paint job. But starting off with the ground strokes, I really like the slightly extended length. I've tried 27.5 extended length rackets, and I have never been a fan of them. It's been great on serves, but my timing is always off. It's just a little bit harder to swing, way too much power in my opinion. So having the 27.25 was actually really good. It was just like the perfect middle ground. I actually really enjoyed this slightly extended length. I think serves and ground strokes were really great. The only thing, just a quick note, I've sort of been during this winter, I've been slightly injured. I've had some really tight hips and glutes, and it turns out, I actually don't have a lot of muscles there, even though I go to the gym and do legs for 2 times a week. It's been tough. My back was hurting when I was in Hawaii, just really tight, glutes and hips, no matter how much I stretch. So been doing a little bit of PT for that, and a little bit of more strengthening exercises to help out. But anyways, I'm just getting back into the tennis game, just trying to work on ground strokes, and I had a lesson with the coach, so I was just been working on loading the legs, making sure I'm following all the way through, especially on my backhand. So anyways, just moving along here. Ground strokes I really liked. With this slightly extended length, it was a little bit harder to get the timing right. I would always feel like I was missing slightly, or shanking just a little bit, especially with that 95 square inch head size. So something again that over time I'll get better with. I think it was really easy spin. I could flatten out my shots. I could hit some really heavy top spin, that 16 by 20 string pattern. I haven't used too much, but this was great. I didn't feel, I feel like sometimes the 16 by 19s I tend to overhit a lot. So in an 18 by 20, sometimes it doesn't have that as much spin as I want. So the 16 by 20 was a really great middle ground, especially with that 27.25. I went up in tension compared to my Wilson Blade Pro 18 by 20. I think usually I've strung it at 48 pounds. This one with the K-Pop, I strung it at 53 pounds. It was excellent. It wasn't stiff. I heard in the version 2 Ultra Tour 95, the racket was a little bit too stiff. This one, it felt great. I didn't have any issues with my arms, shoulders, elbows, or anything like that. I think it helped with that Toroline Wasabi on the crosses as well. Anyways, moving on to volleys. Again, volleys are kind of my weakest area, as you guys can tell. It doesn't help with that slightly extended length and the 95 square inches. So just trying to get that sweet spot is a little bit tougher, but that's just something I got to work on as well. I think I found some decent control. Some of the balls were landing a little bit short, and I think that's just more so form on me. So I really enjoyed a lot of things about this racket. I think forehands, my forehand is pretty, is my stronger suit, just like everyone else. I think I got some really great spin. I could really hit through my shots. I think with that 7 points headlight, it still felt a little head heavy to me. So, maybe one day I'll try to get some specs to figure it out, what the actual like balance and all that is. But I think it felt a little bit head heavy like the Wilson Blade Pro, and I just could really feel the top of the tip of the racket just really swing through my shot. So I, thought I felt like I didn't have to hit through as hard as every time. I just let the racket do all of the work, and ground strokes and whatnot would just really like go through the court. On serves, again, just timing and stuff. I'm working on that follow through on my serves, but I think for flatter serves, I really like this. I think kick serves, I noticed that I had a much huger kick on my second serves compared to the Wilson Blade Pro 18x20. I think that's just a string pattern, and me working on my serves and just trying to work on that correct form and follow through. But I really enjoyed this racket. I will definitely play test this out some more. I'll probably add some restring 0 just to see how it goes. And that's just a quick little review. I don't do too many racket reviews just because I'm not that like well versed in like doing that type of stuff, and I think there are much better people who have like that good feel and range and touch for for like the rackets and strings compared to me. I think there's a lot more qualified people, so I tend not to do too many racket reviews, just more so of like a racket overview, just give like the general specs if I liked it or if I really hated it. Just kind of wanted to share some videos of me hitting. So I appreciate for the following, and please just make sure to hit like and subscribe for some more contents like this. I hope to hit with a pure arrow soon, but man, I'm really liking this racket. I think I'm gonna keep hitting with it for a while. I played a couple of doubles matches, and the first match took me a while to get used to just because I haven't played so much. Haven't played doubles in a while. So, but the second match, I was really doing well with my volleys, and my serves were on point. I hit a couple aces, even like spin like aces out wide on the deuce side. I think it was just a really overall great racket. I think that 27.25 extended length helps penetrate through the tennis court and the ball a little bit more. And I've hit with something like that before. I used to have a custom Angel racket, but that was too heavy for me, but it was 27.25, and if it was less heavy, I probably could have made a switch to that just because that extended length was really great. I really wish that more companies do something like slightly extended in the middle. You see something like Selinko who does 27.5 and 28. I don't know how much of a market that gets to a lot of players, but I think like something like a 27.25 for some rackets would definitely help a lot of people. I think 27.5 is kind of a big jump. I think something with this type of like extended length would be really good for a lot of players. So if you haven't tried something like a 27.25, definitely check it out. If you're in Japan and you've never thought about testing out this racket, definitely this is one to try out. I can see why Kei Nishikori likes it. I don't think that's his actual specs of 309. I'm pretty sure it weighs, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that he used to play around like 340, 338 grams. So I'm sure he's added some more lead and different weights throughout his rackets. But I don't think I'll add any custom weights to this. I think I just have an overgrip and the strings. I don't have anything else on there. So I think this is like a perfect racket right off the start. Don't think I will add any custom weights, but we'll see in the future. I think I might go up in tension just a little bit more, just because when it gets warmer, I think the ball will fly a little bit more. So maybe I might jump back up to the 54s, 55 string tensions, but we'll see. Anyways, this video is almost done. I just played a couple of like tie break points, just worked on ground stroke serves and everything, just because. Yeah, sorry, John. But anyways, feel free to hit like and subscribe. Follow my Instagram at alwayscausingracket. And again, if anyone is in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and wants to play a match or just hit, feel free to reach out. I'm always down to hit. Or if you need a racket restrung, also hit me up. I'm always happy to help out and put on some Toroline Restring Zero and anything else you guys want. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Tens. Yep. Ah.